What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the legacy of Nelson Mandela and why they left his house beyond repair, beyond. People, what's happening to Nelson Mandela's house? Who's responsible for it? Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, we family, right? Holla. People, you know, it's said that Nelson Mandela lived briefly in a house, a mansion. Is it 12th? Is it number 4 on 12th Avenue in Houghton? For about a year or so, I think. And then he moved a block away to another house, which he lived until his death, I think, with Gracia Michelle. But the first property, the one that everyone sees on the internet that's derelict, it's said that it was left to the family trust. So I'm trying to figure out how the family could let the house become so derelict and neglected. I mean, they had a reality TV show. Surely there was money coming in. I'm sure they have some sort of incomes coming in. I mean, I'm thinking about all the Mandela members. I mean, if it's your family home, if it's your family house, wouldn't you try at least to maintain it? Because there are people who do not even have a house. There are families who don't even have a home. And here you are having this multi-million rand property that you are leaving to decay when if you know that you cannot maintain it, why don't you sell it? Why don't you rent it out? But you're leaving it to rot in an exclusive leafy suburb. Now, the ins and outs of who owns the property now is it's an argument between, according to Mandela's grandson, he said they need to speak to, I don't know, some ANC members. They were in charge of it because, like, they were the executors of the house. But the funny thing is how they got to secure the house in the first place, because when Nelson Mandela came out of prison, he was living in Soweto, right? And that I don't think that Mandela had the money to buy the property. I really don't think so, because people are saying, well, they were saying Mandela had to live when he moved out of the house with Winnie in Soweto House. He had to rely on friends and family until the house could be secured. Now, obviously, we know that Mandela didn't have money because he was in prison, so we wasn't get money from. But the question still remains, like, guys, if we do know that the house was secured through private donors or private, surely those private people could step in, can't they? Okay, let's say they don't step in now because they handed the house over as a gift to the Mandela family house, to the Mandela family. Fine. You accept this expensive, elaborate gift without knowing how to maintain it, without having the funds to maintain it. That's like me. That's like someone gifting me a Ferrari or a Porsche or a Ghost, a Phantom. Other than me riding around with it for a few weeks, a few months, because I can just afford petrol for now, I'm not going to. I'm not going to hold on to a car that I cannot maintain. I mean, okay, let's let's forget who owns the house, or let's first forget how the house was acquired, right? Because it, I don't want to speculate on that, but the way the house was acquired is none of our business, right? Because they just said the house needed to be secured, so a home was secured and Mandela moved there. Then a second home was secured and then Mandela moved to the second house, and that one is upkeep, it's maintained, everything. But the first property, the one in Houghton on 12th Avenue, that one is being left. It was even vandalized. People even mixed a mixed race, a rainbow nation, a team of a team of rainbow nation thieves, or can I say a group of thieves made up of the rainbow nation, broke into Mandela's house, and I don't know whatever they stole, but they were caught, and they were in court now. There's a white lady. I think there was a white lady, two Indians, and a black guy. Now, what's shocking me, guys, is the mere fact that there's this beautiful property in an exclusive, expensive area that's been left to rot and decay. Why is this? I mean, last they said it was put into the Mandela Foundation Trust. So, where's all the money that they were making from the reality TV shows? I mean, I know the other grandson is an author, right? Because he was on Mag's show. We know Mandela is okay. He's a traditional. Surely he's got money somewhere somehow, and he's probably the most famous of all the Mandela grandsons because he kind of like resembles a young Mandela. Surely you could step in, and he could also help to something, could he not? Or is there legal frameworks that's preventing them from maintaining the house? Because it just doesn't make sense, right? I mean, the ANC, okay, we now know that the ANC is broke, right? Because apparently Iran paid for the ANC's debts that they couldn't pay, you know? So the ANC don't have the money for the upkeep of the house. But surely Ramaphosa's got money. Surely they couldn't let Mandela's legacy die out in such a way that it's dying out now. I mean, Mandela spent 27 years in prison. Mandela should Mandela should be given a dignified um, legacy. I mean, Mandela shouldn't be buying a house. Mandela should be getting given houses. Mandela should have been getting given farms. Mandela should be Mandela should be getting everything on the house, but in this case, on the country, because he fought his entire adulthood for this country. So surely he was supposed to be living for free because he served for this nation. But the mere fact that the house that he once occupied, that he once called home, is now being left to look like it was never occupied. Like the owners either died or deserted it. And yet the house was left in a trust, a family trust. And there are people flying on jets, flying to and from Cape Town, making reality TV shows, and they don't care about the house. Is this not an embarrassment? Is this not a shame? Is this not a bad reflection on the Mandela name? Or does the Mandela name not mean anything to the Mandelas anymore? Or is it a case that the Mandelas are all broke? So if you are all broke and you can't afford the house, why are you holding on to it? Why are you allowing a property to bring down the value of the neighboring properties? Because whoever would like to buy the property, or whoever would like to whoever would like to sell the property with the neighbors, obviously that's going to be an eyesore for whoever wants to buy it. You know what I mean? So let's be practical. What are the next steps that you could do if you cannot afford a home, right? Well, number one, you rent it out. If that's too much of a pain, you sell it. You could turn it into a Airbnb, right? So one of those three things, and that would be the best option. If you, I mean, I don't know if they're owing you any money on the house, but I don't think so, because it's put in a trust. That's what I'm saying. The details of the acquisition of the house, I don't get it anyway. I don't see. It just says the house was secured. So are the Mandelas putting on a fake show, like they've got money, and yet they don't have money? And if they really just don't have money, why don't they just come out and say it? Why don't they just ask for help? You know, why don't they use their public platforms? They use their public names and fundraise and do something. But anything is better than nothing. I know that we're living in a world where glam and fame and status is everything. But there comes a time when you have to swallow your pride and you have to do what you have to do in order to get where you need to be. Not all of us are rich. I mean, we don't try to pretend to be rich. We just get by with what we have. We don't care who laughs at us because we don't have names. We're trying to build a name on YouTube now. We're trying to build a name online. But as soon as the money comes in, then things will change. But before the money comes in, this is what you get. What you see is what you get. And very soon, we might even be putting our banking details on screen, begging people to say, please donate because the channel needs help. We need to buy equipment, we need to buy this. I mean, there's various things that I need to do, right? So I have a job, I'm self employed, I have a job, plus I have a company. It's not doing much, but it's just a startup. I don't have many clients, but I'm trying something on the side, right? Along with these YouTube videos and TikTok and a whole lot of online stuff, right? So I'm not just focusing on one thing. So I'm trying to raise cash, different revenue streams, right? But before I even think of one day when I start making money off these channels and these other online streams, right? I have to live in the reality that I am where I am right now. And right now, where I am, I don't have money. I just get by. And it's not an embarrassment. It's not a shame. It's not, it's not, it's not a sin. It's not a taboo to be financially strained, right? Everybody wants a rich person. Everybody wants a, we can't all be rich. And that's a fact. We can't all be rich. So, but what we all cannot do is that we all cannot pretend to be rich. We all cannot go out there putting on facades and charades, pretending to be things that we're not. And yet we know for real that we're not. I mean, it's pointless you flying on a private jet or you flying on a jet, first class, business class, and you're going somewhere, and yet your family house looks the way it does. Now, that's a no. That's not a good look for the Mandela people, for the Mandela family. I mean, that's an iconic name. That's that's a That's like royalty in South Africa. You just mentioned Mandela, everything comes to a standstill. But at least it used to. I don't know now. I'm even beginning to wonder if the Mandela name carries weight anymore. Does the Mandela name mean anything anymore besides Nelson Mandela and Winnie Mandela? I mean, I would like to think that in the past, anybody and everybody would want to be associated with the Mandela name. I mean, there's a reason why when the Mandela women get married, the husbands take on the Mandela name. Do you think now, if any Mandela child, granddaughter gets married, do you think any man would want to take on the Mandela name now? I don't know. I just feel so bad that Mandela's legacy is just, man, sad, man. It's just a sad case, man. It's heartbreaking to see what a great leader, a great man, and he stood for something, and you know, all the values that he taught, just the love he had for kids, just the stature that Mandela had. I mean, Bob Marley is not even Bob Marley is not even a world leader. He was just a musician, a revered musician at that. But look at what his kids have done to his house and his student. Man, it's like Bob Marley's still alive. The maintenance of the house, the museum, everything is on point. So why can't the Mandelas do the same? I mean, what's the problem? Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm not in the shoes, so I don't know. But I'm just making this video, just trying to, I don't know, either raise awareness. I don't know. I'm just trying to ask questions because it just doesn't make sense that you can have a house that's, I don't know, I think it's over, I'm thinking that house should be well over what, I don't know, 3 million, 4 million maybe. And you leave such a property of that value to decay and rot and to, nah, guys, come on. Something doesn't make sense. I don't know. Now, for this video, there's just no pros and cons, bro, because, I mean, what pro can there be to ruining Mandela's legacy? What pro can there be to having a derelict property? You know? I don't know, bro. This just it's just sad, man. It's just sad. If anyone has information or more information from what I have, because I don't even have much information, really. I'm just speaking from the heart, and I didn't want to dig into anything because by right, I don't even think there was anything to dig for because it's a Mandela name, it's a Mandela house. I mean, you're not going to go and dig up on a Bob Marley house and Bob because it's just maintained. Like it, the name, the house, the museum, the studio reflects the name. That Marley name carries weight to this very day in Jamaica, worldwide. Just say you're a Mali, everybody stops and like, wow. Are the Mandelas not proud of their name? Are the Mandelas just now? I don't know. I just hope this video reaches the Mandela some way, somehow, and I'm just hoping that they could give clarity on the situation on the house. I just wish and that they could reach out to people that could try and assist them, those that have money. I mean, I don't know if there's a bank account that they can say, people, please donate so that we can rebuild the house, so that we can restore the house, so that we can uh, renovate the house, something. But anything is better than nothing. That is my whole point. You know what I mean? Just try something. Yeah, this is painful, bro. This is just sorry. It's just a painful video to make, bro, because when you look back at the videos of Mandela and how lively he was, how we used to, you know, ah man, guys, come on. And then you let Mandela go out like that. I'm hurt. Really, I'm just hurt. I'm just got a loss. I'm just at a loss for words, guys. No words. No words. No words. Let me know what you think about this video. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? And as usual, I do not make content that gives you 100% of the facts, of the details. Because if I do that, there's no room for debate. And this channel, I'm trying to make it interactive. So I intentionally leave out things and I intentionally put in certain things that are going to stir and cause a debate because I want the channel to be an interactive channel and I want us to learn from each other and I want us to educate each other. So instead of me just doing the research, I want us to do the research. I want us to fill in the gaps so we all know because there are things that probably I know that no one else knows. There's things that you, the viewer, the subscriber, you know that we don't know. You got sources that I probably don't have. I've got sources that you probably didn't. You see what I mean? So the whole point of my channel is to make it interactive. Imagine if I give you all the facts. What would what would you say in the comment section? Besides spot on, 100% spot on, 100%. Is that it? No. I want to engage. I want to have dialogue. I want to have conversations in the comment section, not just good job. That. Nah, nah. That's not what we're about. So yeah. Let me know what you think about this video. Was I on the money or did I totally miss it with this one? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holler.